Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Worldwide House Hunters, and we got a great one here today. This is Ellijay, Georgia. I'm bougie, so I say Ellijay, but we don't want to mess up the name, so let's move on here. This is almost like a log cabin type house. So we're going to take a look at it. I don't think it has a 3D tour, so we're going to just look at the pictures, and this is cool. This is kind of like the property that we saw in North Carolina. As far as where it sits out in a wooded area with lots of trees around it. But this aesthetic is really, really cool. Has a little bit of scary movie vibe. Like this is where they would film like a scary movie or whatever, where people come up for vacation or whatever, for a weekend vacation, 4 or 5 friends, and then you got the one friend that comes late, and then the tragedy happens, it begins to happen, and it gets real dark and everything. That's what kind of house this looks like. But I would imagine on a real life everyday basis, when you're not creating films, this is a wonderful looking property. I love it. Looks like there might be 3 levels. We have a level here, a level here that you come in on, and then maybe something up top. Let's see if maybe they got something inside. I haven't really seen any of it yet, so I'm just going to kind of talk through it as I see it. But beautiful. Nice angle on the roof here. Definitely the water will definitely run down that pretty quickly to get off of the roof, which is nice because then you don't have to worry about your roof rotting. Beautiful architecture here, the way that this is designed. I'm sure this is for strength. This is for strength as well it is for beauty. But yeah, this is wonderful. I love homes like this. Look at it's like a log cabin home. If you look at the way these are latched together, that's awesome. It's just a wonderful, kind of throwback to an older time. So I really, really like this. Some stairs going up. I'm used to stairs. I walk some stairs every day, so that's not a big thing. But if someone's in a wheelchair or something, maybe that's not the best thing. We have to figure out something else. But yeah, this is kind of cool. It's a place where the kids can hang out here, sit on the stairs or whatever, play hide and seek. You can kind of get under the house here a little bit, looks like, under the porch anyway. And lots of wooded areas for the kids to kind of play and everything. So this looks really, really kind of cool. Wow. Almost has like here, it almost has like a country storefront type look to it too. Wow. It just gives you that feeling of like just that country living. And it's just unbeatable, that feeling. Here's the back here. What's going on here? Maybe that's some kind of door or something. Maybe it's a door or something to like the area, a cellar or something like that. Maybe some storage area or something like that. It's just metal there. So or is it metal or concrete or something? I can't really tell. Maybe it's just some kind of metal door or something. But you can see that there's windows on these sides of the property here. Lots of trees and stuff. So the sun is probably not beaming into the property, making your air conditioning bill or your electric bill go up high. Wow, quite nice. It almost looks like spider webs are here or something like that. So, but yeah, a couple of balconies, couple of areas where you can come out and hang out and look at the wildlife and the nature here. Not bad at all. This is beautiful. And from the front, it just doesn't look as big as it is. Like, if we look at how tall it is, a lot of structure there. But if we look at it from the front, just doesn't look as big. It's not as intimidating at all. It's just like a homey place that you can go and hang out. It looks like you got a nice walkway off the side here. So maybe that's like a ramp. I don't know if we can see that or not. But look at, it's 5.2 acres, right? 5.2 acres. I don't think we talked about the price. The price is $489,000. It's 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Doesn't list the square feet down here. So 2-bedroom, 2-bath. But 5.2 acres. So you've got privacy here. Very, very private. That's really cool. And look at that. Oh my God, I'm in love. Look at it. I don't know about the refrigerator here in the corner, but maybe that's the only place they could put it for there. I mean, it looks quite deep, this refrigerator, so maybe they just didn't have a place to put it. But look at the wood burning stove. I can't imagine what that wood smells like burning in the wintertime or whatever, and you're there cozy in the house and seeing those flames or whatever. This is beautiful. This is amazing. Look at the wood and just the naturalness in the wood. I don't know if that's pine. I don't know, because it kind of has those things like pine has sometimes. But wow, this just the look of it and the feel of it, the lightness in the wood, this is amazing. And then you contrast that with the dark doors. We see that a lot. I'm seeing a lot of the darker doorways, and then look at the windows here. I mean, just lots of light coming into the place. You could almost see, it almost feels almost like a restaurant would feel. If you just had restaurant chairs and a kitchen in here, you can make a lot of money, but for it to be your home, it just feels wonderful. This feels really, really nice, man. Wow. And double set of doors here, nice, large, wide door here. This is very, very cool. That makes it real easy to move things into the house when you have double doors and stuff, furniture and stuff like that to move in and out. I don't know about the green here. I don't know if that would have been the choice of color I would have made here, but we'll see if that kind of translates into the rest of the house. Tell me what you guys think. Do you like that? What do you think of the color? I see the dark wood in the cabinetry and all that stuff. That kind of contrasts with the wood in the main structure. I see how they've got the wood going up. Maybe it's just the picture, or maybe it's just light here shining on it, makes it seem like a little bit different color than the other wood, but it's probably the same color. It's probably the way the light's shining on it or something. But this is nice. It feels homey, it feels rustic, and just the way that this is built, it definitely feels a little rustic. They have the second handle over here on the wall too, and that's something that's near and dear to my heart, because here in Rio de Janeiro, where I live at, there's a lot of places that don't have any type, like all of this would be open, there'd be like no hand railing at all. So it's like I just wonder, because I see some of these places are really steep, and the stairs are not created where they're equal or anything like that. So if somebody like had a little bit of drink or something, I just don't know how. I guess they're just used to doing it, or going up and down the stairs with no hand railing. But I'm like, if somebody falls, they're gonna land on like they're gonna go from the third floor all the way down to like the first floor. There's nothing to save you. So I appreciate the hand railings. When I see them, I go, oh, this is cool. It's something I do appreciate about the United States, that I never thought was like something I'd be super appreciative of. Oh, I see. This is the area where the refrigerator is supposed to go. That's why that's built like that. Might want to put some shelves in there or something if the refrigerator is not going to go in there, but that refrigerator was kind of large, so it just didn't fit. It probably was sticking out so much that it's just going to stick out and hit this island that looks like it's here in the kitchen. So it probably couldn't go there. I understand that, because my house in Apopka, we had a space for the refrigerator. I didn't measure it, and I bought a refrigerator when the house was being built, and I didn't realize it wasn't going to fit. I thought it was a little bit more universal, being not experienced in buying houses at that point. I thought it was going to fit, and it didn't. So I had to put it off to the side too. So I get that. I understand that. We had that same space. So nice. Look at the island and the way that this sits. We've got the dark wood cabinets here, which is nice. Yeah, look at this. This matches better. So I think it was just the way the light was coming in. So you can see how that railing matches there too. And the flooring, the nice wood flooring. I don't know if it's actual wood or this is actually some type of wood, some type of faux wood, but it looks nice. It definitely looks nice. It fits the aesthetic of the home. I'd probably go with a different countertop, but I said that I think in one of the last videos I made. But it's cool. This is really nice. Stove in the Obligatory microwave above the stove. Works pretty good. Wow. It's a nice space. Lots of space here. If you have people over for a party or something, they can kind of hang out. You know, everybody can kind of hang out and they're not cramped, you know. Nice, nice. Yeah, so the countertop is not bad. It's busy, but it's not bad because the rest of the place is not busy like that. Got a little bit of texture in the wood, but it's pretty good. This is actually really, really nice, and it fits. I get, what do they have? 4 chairs there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it may be longer than I think that it is. Really seems like it really fits maybe 2 to 3, but they've got the 4th one there. Nice, got a smaller window here than what we've been seeing in some of the videos in front of the kitchen, but this is great. That's probably about normal. The other ones just seem to be super huge. A couple of the ones that we did, what was it? The one in, was it Fayetteville? No, I don't know if it was the Fayetteville one or the one before. But yeah, they had a huge window. I think that was the one in Arizona. They had a huge window. But this is about right for a window letting some light into the kitchen. Nice lighting here. Nice use of the area here to put your lighting in. It's kind of a bit different instead of just hanging it off the ceiling. Kind of interesting. Remember, I'm no professional. I just like looking at houses. I may go back to the United States and eventually need to buy a house or something. I don't know. At my old age, I'll see what I do. But this is just me looking and spitballing as I go, you know, type thing. So. So nice space here, and yeah, probably about 3 people. It seems like this chair is kind of hanging off to the end here, but it's got some drawers in the island, and yeah, you can chop things here and prepare things here, serve drinks here, have people sitting and hanging out with you while you're cooking or making some moves in the kitchen. You know, Thanksgiving probably would be awesome here. Wow, very, very nice. Look at that. How could you be unhappy? You can't be unhappy here. You can't be unhappy here. This is the happy house. I like the beams in the ceiling. I saw them back here. Let's go here. There's some beams here, the dark beams there, but when we get into this bedroom here, we got some more beams in the ceiling. It just adds to the aesthetic. I think this is really, really well done. Actual wood beams. This is amazing. Someone put a lot of time and love into building this place, so this is great. Yeah, so nice sized bed in the room, but lots of room, maybe a doggy bed over here. Lots of room here for a dresser and storage and all that stuff. This is really, really cool. And it goes out, has the double doors out onto the deck. Very nice. Even the fan. This is a nice choice of fan because it fits the aesthetic so much. It almost feels like a lamp that you would have, that you would light. You know, just kind of gives that feel with the metal around it, right? So yeah, I really like that. Look at the latches for the doors for the closet, the sliding doors. Very cool, very, very cool space. The bathroom, this is very nice. I don't know, I think I would have went different here on this tile. Maybe we would keep this because it kind of has a little bit of the brown here, but I think I would do something different with these tiles. It's nice. It's definitely nice, but just for me per se, I might have matched it a little bit better with the wood. But very nice. Very nice. All bathroom doesn't look like it's huge, but nice space, you know. A nice space here, double sink. You know, nice for the cabinets. They're the dark cabinets. I think we saw that in the Fayetteville property, the dark cabinets, and they had a lot of nicks and things on those cabinets or whatever. So when you have dark cabinets like this, you definitely have to maintain them, make sure they get a little coat of paint or any nicks and scratches or whatever. You gotta fix that, you know. Mirrors, I don't know what the choice was with the mirrors. They don't match, but that's cool. You know, to each his own. That's just really interesting. Maybe they just couldn't find mirrors that match, and they just were like, "Oh, I like this mirror, and you like that mirror, so let's put them both up." But very cool. Nice window over the toilet. Yeah, look at the wood though. I mean, just, you know, I think this is just amazing. Oh, here's like a double doorway here so this goes into the bathroom. This sliding door here goes to the bathroom. Beautiful, beautiful ceilings here, high ceilings. Same with the The ceiling fan here. They kind of, I think this is the green kind of they went with in the front room, in that living room. We saw the green going up, so maybe they're still working off of that. They're kind of playing off of that, so I see how it's kind of incorporated a little bit in the house. Maybe it wouldn't be my choice, but looks nice. Here's an area here. I don't know if they would use this for a bedroom. It's just like an attic type area or whatever. I guess maybe it would be someone's bedroom, because maybe there's the bathroom off of here. You know, there's a bathroom off of it, so I guess maybe you got a teenager or whatever that wants their privacy or whatever. This is a cool place for them to be. Oh, wow. This almost looks like a sauna, right? The wood for a sauna. Like some type of red wood or whatever. Nice small sink here. Not a lot of counter space there, but a little space for you to put some stuff here. I don't see anything on the wall to put stuff, so you gotta, I guess, store everything in the bottom here. But nice. A couple lamps up here up the top. That's nice. I'd like to see what that is in there. Oh, so is this an addition to the house? Or was this when it was being built? Maybe this was when it was being built. Nice private driveway. You got a gate there. I see some solar going on here too, so maybe that's to power the motor for the gate. Maybe you're gonna lock it from the house. Who knows? You know, it looks like it's motorized or something. But look at that, man. Look at the view. Look at how that, you know, how this just feels so natural. And you know, this is real wood, man. You know, you can't beat real wood. You know, it just feels centuries old, but at the same time modern. And I just love it. Like, I think, you know, you can't go wrong with that. You know, it's just a beautiful house, and it kind of fits in the setting where it is really well. It's a beautiful, beautiful spot, man. Kind of drops off here a little bit. You know, so hopefully it's, you know, anchored into the ground a little bit pretty well or whatever. But you know, I don't know how it is when it rains, water coming off the hill or whatever. But nice. This is really nice. Wow. And 500 grand for this area of the country, Georgia. 5 acres. What do you think? Do you think you'd get your money's worth here? What do you think about that? Would you be happy living here? Would it make you happy to see this sunset? Gorgeous, right? Lots of wooded area. What do you think? What do you think of this house here in Ellijay, Georgia? Let me know. Have a good one. Bye-bye.